Honey, the plumber's here. 1991 Mitsubishi Mitamax. Official truck of the people that can't afford a Toyota. Mitsubishi Mitamax. Official truck of people that want a small truck for stuff that they say they'll haul, but they never use the bed for anything. A little bit of history on the Mitamax. The Mitamax was a part of Mitsubishi and Chrysler Diamond Star Motor Company, or DSM. A partnership which lasted from 1985 to 1995 until it was renamed to Mitsubishi Motor Manufacturing of America in 2002 when they took control of the plant. It lasted up until 2015, though by then Chrysler had no stake in that. Yes, the generic 90s work truck. It has a bench seat, air conditioning that doesn't work, crank windows, manual mirrors, and the most basic gauge cluster with gauges for fuel, temp, and speed, and mystery lights I like to call them. Its diagnostics run off of OBD1, which I've looked everywhere online and you can never find an OBD1 scanner for Mitsubishi, which is quite annoying when you're trying to figure out your problems with it. Mitsubishi Mitamax. When you want a reliable truck, but you also want to have a JDM, bro. So whose is this? This is mine. I brought it back in September of last year. I've put a little over 5,000 miles on it since then. For a 29-year-old truck, it only had 134,000 miles on it when I bought it, which I find surprising. I purchased it at a used car lot for $2,000 including taxes, which, yes, might be a little steep for this, seeing as the air conditioning doesn't work, and most parts were original that needed to be replaced. One thing, such as the alternator. It's factory original. I bought a new one because the other one was going out and I needed a new one, but that one was also faulty. So I had to send a new one back, put the original back in to maybe be able to use it, but it barely works. The truck nearly died going to McDonald's, so I'm not going to be able to test drive it in this video. Oh yeah, it also has cruise control, quote unquote, which if you see the lever, it operates a bit weird. It's this janky cable-style cruise control system, which has a second cable on the throttle body. I tried it once and it almost got stuck when I tried to turn it off, so I just don't use that. Mitsubishi Mitamax. For import fans who wanted a Dodge D50. Mitsubishi Mitamax, cause people from Mexico buy all the Toyotas and bring them back to Mexico. How does it ride? Well, like you would expect a mini truck to. It has a 4-cylinder 4G64, which is basically a great value dumbed down 4G63 that's in the Evo without the turbo, paired to a 5-speed manual which produced 115 horsepower from the factory. Oh, and it has no power steering. This thing weighs around 2,700 pounds, and it can go if you really need it to. Like I mentioned earlier, I won't be able to drive in this video, but I have a short startup and exhaust video. The only real problems I've had with it is the alternator, as I previously stated. Also had to replace the balancing belt and tensioner because it was vibrating pretty bad. Only aftermarket parts I put on it are these headlights, which you can find in the description. I do like them. They look good. Oh, and I also painted the wheels white. Why can't we have vehicles like this anymore? Look how much room you have in the engine bay. You can work on everything yourself with ease. Nowadays, it's all corporate greed. They want you to say the hell with it and take it to the dealer, because that's where they make all their money. Selling you the car is only the beginning. Most new cars even need a fancy dealer specialized tool, and that make it impossible to do things yourself. Now, safety features? Well, you got locking seatbelts, if you're lucky that is. They were recalled for not locking in event of a crash, so who knows if mine work. Just don't crash it. Well, since I don't have any driving footage, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed, and yes, this was sort of like an RCR style review. I hope you have an awesome day, and goodbye.